So guys, we're on a pilgrimage. And we're born into this world at the base of a mountain.
What is youth group? Do you aspire to know?
And at the base of the mountain, it's easy walking. The path is clear. You know exactly where to go.
I think the biggest thing in it, like from day one, it's a community. And I didn't see just a group of teens who didn't know each other, or maybe were being forced to be there by their family members. They were brothers and sisters. And that bond that they had together inspired me. And that's so beautiful.
Do you think Father Craig's going to be okay with you saying he's wearing pink? Just imagine, just be like, Father Craig, you're wearing pink. I dare you.
But then, life starts getting tough. You get older. You start feeling the cold wind biting at the back of your neck. But you have to keep on climbing because your goal is the top of that mountain.
When I was 7 years old and I first learned what a soldier was, my face just beamed, like there was something about it. I just had that feeling inside me where I wanted to protect somebody. And I know this is what God's calling me to do. And I can't think of anything else that I want to do more than this.
I went on a retreat in 8th grade year, and I remember just being like super bitter about it. I'm like, I don't want to be here. And Saturday night was crazy because like all the talks leading up to that point were just like confirming my belief that like, okay, this is all just a made up thing, that God doesn't exist. Then someone came with the mic and they're like, okay, we're gonna bring in Jesus right now. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. The priest walked out with the monsters, with Jesus right in the middle. And I didn't just see a piece of bread. It was because in that moment I knew that that wasn't a piece of bread. That was my Jesus, my God, my best friend. My whole entire life had been trying to get me to listen to him, and I had been coming up with excuses for why he didn't exist in my brain. But in that moment, I knew that God existed. Every single night when they go to youth group, they think that we're trying to show them how to love Christ. It's the other way around. We're there to show them that Christ loves them. I did not go to youth group because I wanted to learn about Jesus. I did not go to youth group because I wanted to go deeper in my faith. I went to youth group because it was fun. Because of that, I grew in my faith, and because of that, I got to know Jesus.
You forget about the pilgrimage that you're on, the journey to the top of the mountain. But then one day a stranger comes up and invites you outside of this hole in the rock that you called your home. You start to trust him. And you keep on going. You start hiking again.
Actually, it was my mom who said, hey, the youth group is starting, why don't you just go? And I was like, okay, fine, I'll go. I went to it, and something happened that was not even expected. There was so much connection there with Christ. It just opened my eyes, and I was like, for so long, I kept pushing God and saying, hey God, I only need you when I'm in trouble. And now that my life is great, I don't need you anymore. But I realized that I always need God. And I don't want to ever forget that and never forget him. Christ is always there to shine his light upon me.
And it's not easy. It's harder than before this time because you're even closer. You keep on fighting and you don't give up. But finally, you make it. And you say it was worth it. And that is why we walk up this mountain. To keep our eyes fixed on that and to never take our eyes